Welcome back to Minecraft Bingo. This is Fetchr 5.2 by Neunizer, and it's Saturday, so we're going to jump into another blind blackout challenge. That's all 25 items on the card. We need to find and collect them all. My goal is to get them in under an hour. Let's see if we can do it. We'll take a look at the card and see what items we need to collect. It looks like we need cyan dye. So we're going to need a cactus green. Looks like 2 cactus green, actually, because we have lime dye as well. We need blue dye. Gunpowder, the cheap clay for 1 brick. We need the snow layer, a raw cod, a moss carpet. We need copper and a feather for the brush, 3 cookstone and 3 redstone for the repeater. We need the 6 stripped acacia logs, plus 3 iron for the acacia hanging sign. We need a bone, a block of obsidian. We need wheat and mud for packed mud. We need an ink sac and white dye for gray dye. We also need white for the lime. We need the melon slice, the cooked rabbit, an armadillo scoot, flint and steel. We need 1 gold for the gold shovel, leather for the painting. No, I've said that wrong. Wool for the painting. Yes, that's correct. We need tuff. We need a dark oak sapling, a hay bale, an emerald, and a glass bottle. Let's get started with the challenge. I didn't have a real good look around, but I think we'll be okay this time. There are no hard mob drops on the card, no slime ball, no ender pearl, and we don't really need that many specific biomes. I did see there was a mangrove swamp nearby. We might be able to get the moss carpet there, but we don't need a cherry grove, and we don't need a pale garden, so the savanna should be easy to find for the wood. We'll find roof forest later for the sapling, the dark oak sapling. All right, let's make a crafting table and some sticks. Yeah, I really should have took a better look from up top, though. That was foolish. I was so eager to get started with the challenge. I just hit the start sign without thinking, really. But that's okay. We have a head start on the challenge. That's the way I'm going to think about it. So let's go ahead and make a wooden pickaxe here. And we'll start mining some stone for tools. There's a little bit of coal here, but I don't see any other ore. We do need a little bit of copper for the brush. But we also need iron too. It's fine. We'll find those things later. Let's make some tools. I need a pickaxe. I need the axe. And give me a shovel. Yeah, definitely want a shovel. Let's mine in here for a little bit more cobblestone for furnaces. And then we'll chop another tree and have a look around. Some of these items will be easy to get on the first day. And then at night, we're going to hunt mobs for the drops. We need gunpowder and a bone, probably 2 bones at least, unless we can find some lily of the valley for white dye. We also need to find a savanna for the acacia wood, and we need the armadillo scoot as well, so we might want to make 2 brushes if we can get 2 feathers from a chicken. The rest I'm not too worried about. The painting will be pretty easy. I'm sure we'll find a sheep somewhere. A village could be extremely useful. We'll have to see if we can get one of those. But for now, 2 furnaces, and we have a lot of extra cobblestone here because I was flapping my gums. Let's make doors. Yeah, we'll put those on the hotbar for now. The rest can be sticks, and then we just need to chop a couple of trees here for wood. I forgot to grab coal, didn't I? I definitely want a little bit of coal. But we don't need that much, so I'll just take about 6 here, and that'll be good for now. Alright, let's go chop a tree. We can get the snow layer here as well. Convenient spawn point for 1 item on the card. After that, we'll go see if we can grab an ink sac maybe. And we'll see what other items we can get that are useful. Here, let's chop another tree. That wasn't quite enough wood. Yeah, we'll try to get the ink sac. The cheap clay should be easy to get, and I want to find copper early if possible. Let's see, how much snow do I need? I think a stack is enough. Maybe that's good. Let's go ahead and craft the item. Yeah, that's the snow block, and that's the snow layer. Nice, good first item. And where do we want to go now? What's this? Nothing there. I guess roof forest would be good. Oh, there's sweet berries here, but we don't really need them. There's a brown mushroom, but we don't need that either. Okay, there's chickens here. I don't need an egg, so just give me feathers. Looks like we got 2 feathers. Do I need more than 2? Probably not, but let's see how many we can get. So I did get 3 feathers there, so that should be plenty. What else do we need? I do need flint for flint and steel. Let's see if we can get a quick flint here from this. Okay, there we go. Got a couple of flint there. Nice. And where do we want to go now? Roof forest would be great. For the sapling, there's not a lot of water here. More chickens there. We don't need an egg. Here's some flowers we can grab for the dye. We need blue and green. Yeah, none of these are useful. Wow, that's amazing. We don't need, for once, we don't need red or yellow. I think that's true. I hope that's true. Oh, clay. We'll grab the cheap clay for the brick. There we go. And away we go. Where we stop, no one knows. There's more sugar cane. Let's see, I don't need kelp. I do need a little bit of sand for the glass bottle. Let's grab 3 for that. Grab the sugar cane and let's go this way. Oh, wait. I see squid. Let's see if we can get an ink stack quickly. There we go. That's the ink sac done. Is there any other value in this area, or do we move? It looks like we move. Let's travel this way if I can get through this narrow opening. We have some items we can make already. Okay, there's a little bit more sugarcane in here. Let's go to the mangrove swamp next and see if we can get the moss carpet. Should be a pretty easy item to get. And then I want to go under the water. Oh, give me that sugarcane, please. I want to go underwater and see if we can find maybe some iron quickly. Okay, there's a savanna over there. We can try to load an armadillo. Those are all options. And then we'll work on crafting some items. Let's see, I don't need that. Give me moss carpet. Nice. And then let's see, I'm just going to break a bunch of lily pads here. Sure, why not? Alright, is there a good place to go underground here? I want to take a look at a cave. Is there anything low here? Anything with copper? It does go pretty low. There's a geode here. Do we actually need an amethyst geode? I don't remember saying anything about one. No, there's no amethyst on the card for once. That's so crazy. So of course that's why we found it so easily. Amethyst geode. Let's grab this iron. And some copper would be nice. I hear mobs. There's definitely a cave down here somewhere. There's also moss. Okay, let's grab this iron. I hear an enderman as well, but we don't have that mob drop on the card, thankfully. Alright, that was pretty good amount of iron we just got. I just want to see some copper now. Any copper here? Anything? More iron is also acceptable. I don't see anything. I also don't have food, so I don't want to take a lot of damage here. There's iron above me. I don't think I care anymore. Oh, that's copper. Okay, I do care about that. Let's do this and then put a door right. This is slow. I think this is maybe a bad idea, but I really want this copper. How much did we get? Okay, that should be plenty. So let's go back to the surface now. I just lost my door. All right, let's go to the savannah and we'll grab the wood that we need for the sign. Let's see, what else can we get here? I also want to see if there's armadillo. There's a cow. There's a cow, there's a cow, there's a cow. Give me some food and leather, please. Okay, I think we just got food there, no leather. Okay, there's roof forest. We need the sapling. There's a little bit of jungle there. And what happened to my savannah? It disappeared. I guess it must be small. A tiny little savannah. Alright, I wouldn't mind a little bit of wood here, so let's try to chop one of these dark oak trees and see if we can get a sapling from it. Let's see, what can I use? Okay, gravel will get me up a little bit higher. Alright, give me... where's my boat? I don't really want to make... Okay, there we go. We got the sapling. I didn't want to make a hoe for that sapling, but luckily we got it. Okay, so that savannah's no good, I guess, and it's almost nighttime. Here, let's make some items quickly. We'll smelt some copper and make a brush. I also want to cook food, but first let's do one clay. We can turn this into black dye. Let's make some torches. And we'll cook food in just a moment. Okay, here comes some copper. We actually only need 2, I think. So let's smelt iron in here. I want to smelt this, the sand for the glass, and then it's got to be food next because it's almost nighttime. All right, let's make brushes. I need 2 of them. One's an item on the card. Let's make some paper. This seems like a good thing to do. Turn this into planks so that we have plenty of wood. Okay, we have iron now. Do we need a bucket for anything? I don't think that we do. All right, let's put in some food here. A little bit more fuel. What else can we make? Let's make some sticks. Why not? Good time to top off on those. I need to cook some stone as well. Okay, cooked food is good. Let's craft the glass bottle. Nice, and we can get rid of those. And then it's nighttime, so it's time to go hunt some mobs. We can get rid of that. I only need 1 flint, I think. And the rest is fine. Give me more food. And the iron is done, so we can throw in the steak. What do I want to do with the iron? Let's make flint and steel. And I want to make chains, but we don't have the sapling yet anyway. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to get mud from the mangrove swamp, but we're still pretty close to it. So let's go back and grab a little bit of mud. We don't need much. Alright, let's pick up our crafting table. Mangrove swamp is this way. And then it's time to hunt some mobs. We need skeleton. And do we need spider? There's no spider eye on the card. Let's see, that's clay. I need mud. Where's all the mud? It's all really inconveniently located. What can I stand on? I don't need much mud. Okay, I don't want to be under the water though. Okay, I can reach from here. Is that enough mud or do I need more? I should have put down a door. I know I needed at least 4. Maybe we just grab 8 and I think that'll be enough. Alright, I'm pretty sure we picked up all the mud. Let's go see if we can find a desert now. Maybe next to a savanna. More sugar cane. I guess I'll grab it. And where am I going for a desert? Yeah, I want a desert for the... Oh, there's a shipwreck right here. Okay, well, we have to check that. Yeah, I want the desert for the rabbit and the cactus green. Okay, there's a chest right here. It's got paper, it's got feathers, and a buried treasure map. We'll take a look at that in just a second. Actually, let's look at it now. Ooh, that's close. Okay, we go for the buried treasure, I think. Is there another chest here? Maybe on this side? That's the same chest. What about on the back? No, it doesn't seem like there is. Can I swim in maybe through the side? Of course not. The game never lets me swim. Ah, that's so annoying. Let me swim in through the... Okay, can't do it. Let's just mine in through the top then. And how do we get back out? Let's make a way out if we can. All right, there we go. There's a chest here. It's got iron, perfect, and a little bit of gold. I'll take that ingot as well, the iron one, or nugget, I should say. Just because we have chains to make, then it might add up later. All right, where's the buried treasure? It looks like we need to go west. Do we want to go west? Let's see. It's back this way. West and a little bit north. So somewhere over here. Yeah, we're getting close to it. All right, we need to start hunting some mobs before we lose the nighttime. Is that the buried treasure? No. Okay, let's take a look at it. All right, it looks like we need to go this way. Might be over there. Let's boat over and see if we can find this thing. All right, buried treasure is straight ahead. And it looks like we're right on top of it now. Let's use our coordinates to find the exact location. Should be right here. Hey, we found it. All right, we've got gold. We've got food. We don't need Heart of the Sea. We don't need TNT. I'll take the emerald. That's on the card. We'll get rid of some of this other junk. I don't need TNT. I don't need the map either. I heard a zombie. All right, well, that was good for the iron. Let's see. I see creeper. I do want gunpowder. Let's see if we can take out the creeper quickly. I don't think I need sugarcane anymore. Okay, there's a skeleton as well. Can you guys come up here? I don't think I can get them both. Oh, that's the zombie. I was like, who's hitting me? It's the zombie, of course. All right, I got the gunpowder. No, I didn't get the gunpowder. Did you drop? I guess the creeper blew up my gunpowder. I think that's true. It seems true. Here, turn this into 6. All right, let's see if we can find another creeper then. I see a skeleton over here as well. Okay, there's a creeper here. Don't blow up. Why is it always 2 creepers at the same time? I can't have I can't have 2 at the same time. Oh no, no, my gunpowder. You blew it up again. You jerk. All right. This skeleton is going to kill me, or I'm going to kill him. Either way, we got the bone. Oh, I can't believe we missed gunpowder twice, the same exact way. All right, what did I pick up? Something, dark oak logs, sure, why not? I need another creeper. Okay, I see one over there. Let me eat. Just one creeper this time, please. I can't keep fighting two creepers at the same time. That's too many. Alright. Gunpowder, got it. We don't need roof forest anymore. I'm out of food. But we pretty much got all our mob drops done. Let's see, do I even need this spider? I think I don't. But I'll take the string anyway, just in case there's something I can't think of at the moment. There's another spider over there. Do I care? I don't think I care about that. And it's daytime now. If I've forgotten any mob drops, then I'll get them on night 2. Alright, we need a savanna, we need a desert. Let's see. Oh, there's a village here. That's very useful. We do need the wheat. The hay bale, that is. And there's some items we can craft now that the sun is coming up as well. Let's see. Okay, so what do we want to get out of this village? Hay bale is most important. Is there one here? Oh, that's a shipwreck. This shipwreck is buried. Is there any way we can get... Oh, there's a chest right here. Okay, books and another buried treasure map. I don't care about that, I think. And I don't need the clock. It's a weird place for a shipwreck. Give me... Okay, this is good. I'll take the money. I don't need saplings, and I don't need pumpkin seeds, right? Right. Alright, let's drop some things off. I don't need this gunpowder. What else can I get rid of? I need wheat. Where's the wheat in this village? Is there no hay bales here? Because if there's not, I need to collect wheat from the farm. I see wheat growing. I was hoping for hay bale. Alright, maybe there's no hay bale. Let's go back and grab wheat. We'll just have to craft our own hay bale, I guess. How much wheat is here? 1. Not enough is the answer. Only 5. Here, give me food here. And I don't think this is worth it, but let's plant these back down. What is that? Oh, a potato. We don't need a potato. Let's see. That's also a potato. Yeah, none of that wheat is gonna grow. We could bone meal it. I don't know. Let's just wait. Maybe we'll find the hay bale later. Meanwhile, there's some items we can make quickly. Let's do the gold shovel. Let's do... let's see. I think we can use the wheat to make the packed mud. There we go. And what else? I need the bone for white dye. Let's actually make 2 white dye, I think, and use one of them for the gray dye. There we go, and we'll save that one. I don't need gray dye. Is that it? So I still need blue. I didn't get any lapis, right? No, no lapis. Are there any trades we can make here at this village? What's even on the card that we would want a trade for? I think... Wait, this has a hay bale in it, right? Yeah. We can grab the hay bale from here. There we go. Any of these houses useful? Let's take a look inside a couple of them. No. How do you get into this one? I'll take an extra furnace, why not? And a torch. Give me an extra bed as well. I don't need the lilac. I do still need blue dye though. So either lapis or a cornflower would be great. Let's see. Are we all out of things to get from this village? Because I really do want to leave. We have other biomes to find. Let's see. Did I check this house already? No, but it's not useful. I don't have a red bed on the card, so I don't need an extra bed. What's down here? Nothing, I think. More potatoes, pumpkins, not useful. I do need a raw cod. Are there any cod in this river? Oh, that's barely even a river. There could have been cod here, but there isn't. That's fine. We'll wait until we get to an ocean. Let's see. There's mushrooms. I need a savanna. Is that a savanna? It sure looks like one. Let's go check it out. Okay, those are salmon right there. And I need cod. It's a good time to get cod though while I'm thinking about it. Is that okay? No fish there. We have a large savanna biome and we also have a desert village coming up. All right, let's get out of the boat. So no cod here, right? Yeah, I don't see any cod. Chickens we don't need. A little bit of food would be nice, maybe. The pigs usually drop generously. So even if we can't cook it later, it'll be nice to have the food available. All right, let's go to the desert. Is there? Oh, there's an egg. We don't need it. I need there to be an armadillo here. But I don't see one. Yeah, no armadillo. That's a shame. We do have a ruined portal. Let's grab this cactus green as well. And we'll just smelt that up quickly. What else can we cook? There must be something. Rabbit meat, probably. Here, make that into wood. I feel like there's some items we can craft here that I'm not thinking of. Turn this into white dye. I need to cook stone. Here, let's make the lime dye. There we go. And we'll throw that out. Let's cook stone. I need 1, 2, 3 for the repeater. Is that all I need? And what else can I cook? We'll cook this then. I also have iron. I need... Okay, let's go get the wood that I left behind. I need the acacia wood. And I don't see any rabbits here, but we need to start looking for some. Alright, no sound, but I see the stripped wood. Let's pick it up. It's a weird glitch. It never plays the wood stripping sound. Okay, there we go. We got the wood for the hanging sign. We'll make that in just a moment. Let's see, no rabbits here, I think. But we have the desert over there already. Let's go ahead and craft and eat. Looks like there's hay bales here that we really don't need. All right, give me iron for nuggets. Give me chains. Where are the chains? Okay, that's too slow. I'll craft them. I think it's like this. And I need 2 of them. Yep, 2 chains. It's good. And then we put in the chains with the wood for the hanging sign. Excellent. There's bingo. What was our time for bingo? I need a new axe as well. Let's just make one out of stone because I don't want to count and see. I don't want to count and see how much iron we have. All right, give me cook stone for the repeater. We don't have redstone yet. This food will be good later. What else can we smelt? I think nothing. Alright, let's go see if we can get obsidian in this ruined portal chest. It would be nice. Oh, no, we don't need the gold. Yes, okay, obsidian, that's great. I'll take these nuggets a little bit late. I'll take the... See, I don't need the hoe, I think, but the armor is nice. Alright, we need rabbit. Oh, there's there's rabbit meat right there. We just need to cook it. That was really lucky. Wasn't expecting to see that there. Alright, we're doing pretty good. We need a melon slice. So we need a jungle, probably. Let's see, I don't think we need mesa. I do need redstone if we can get a trade here. There's more rabbit meat. And we still haven't found armadillos yet. Is there any wool here? Okay, there's an iron golem. I think we're actually good on iron, surprisingly. I need a sheep or just a piece of wool. Let's see, cartography table. I don't think there's anything we need from this village, actually. There's a chest in here. It's got food and wheat, which I don't think I need. Yeah, don't need it. Blast furnace, we don't need it either. Yeah, I think we're done with this village. I don't see any wool here. Okay, let's go to the savannah then and see if we can get the armadillo. We also still need to find sheep. And then I think I see a jungle over there. It might not be good enough for a melon, but we'll take a look anyway. And we still need the raw cod, that's right. What about down here? Any fish? No fish? Nope, just a magma block, which we don't need. Alright, let's stay on task. I shouldn't worry about the cod. As long as we get it before we go underground, we'll be fine. Alright, show me armadillo. This is a big savanna area. There should definitely be an armadillo here, I think. The sun is setting. We could probably sleep the night away. I don't think we have any mob drops that we need. Alright, now this is not funny. Where's the armadillo? They should be easy to find. They make weird noises when you run past them. We have more savanna here. I'm just not seeing armadillo. Yeah, that's just pigs. This is bad. Alright, let's sleep the night away. I think that's the right thing to do. And then we'll keep looking for armadillo. I hear, what is that, lava? I hear lava. Is that coming from down here? Let's see. Alright, well, it looks like maybe we got a bit unlucky here. And there are no armadillo, but there is wool for the painting, so that's good. Let's make that, yeah, let's craft that right away. Alright, we don't need the mutton. Alright, I do need a blue flower still. Is there a blue flower nearby? Okay, that's pigs, chickens. No armadillo here, really? Alright, that's really unlucky with the armadillo. None of the swamps that we've... not swamps. None of the savannas that we've had so far had any armadillo in them, I think. Alright, let's get food. Don't need the bed, don't need the sticks. Alright, well, I guess we have to go then. Let's go see if we can find some cod quickly. Oh, what was that? I thought I just saw blue flowers? Yeah, in the swamp. We need cyan. What color dye can you get from one of these? What are they called? Blue orchids? Oh, they give you light blue. I don't think I can make anything with that. Shoot, I forgot to grab... How did I not grab... I needed an extra cactus green for the cyan dye. Oh, what a fool. Alright, we have to go back to the desert for a cactus green. That's going to cost me some time. But I think we can get there quickly. I still need a blue flower or some lapis. Yeah, let's go back and grab a cactus green. I see cocoa bean here, but no melon. Let's see, where's the closest cactus gonna be? Okay, there's one right there we can grab near the camel. And we'll smelt that for cyan dye later, but it's fine. We don't even have the blue dye yet. All right, I don't know how I forgot to grab that, but but I'm glad we have it now. Show me cod. That's an easy item. We should be able to cross that off our list. There just doesn't seem to be any fish here. That's okay. Those are salmon. Let's boat this way. It's almost time to go underground. There was some savanna this way that we didn't look at. We could check it quickly. Yeah, I don't see any cod in the water here. Yeah, this savanna here we didn't check. Let's check it quickly, and then there's some nearby savanna that we can look at next. Any armadillo hiding in here? I don't see any. I don't hear any either. I don't know, it's kind of a small biome, a small savanna. Yeah, this probably isn't going to be good enough. All right, so we move. There are fish here, but they appear to be tropical? Wait, let me see if there's cod. Yes, that's a cod. Okay, we got it. It's a good ding. All right, I need a jungle for the melon. I need a savanna for the scoot. What is that biome up there? And then we go underground for redstone, lapis, and tuff. It's not a bad list. Alright, there's no good way up here. This terrain is all bad. Give me some blocks. Okay, nothing useful there. I don't really want the cold areas. We need warm biomes. Any savanna up here? I see roof forest. Okay, there's jungle right there. There's also a village. Okay, we need to look for the melon slice there. And then there's savanna over there past the village. We might be able to buy redstone if there's a cleric. I didn't see if there was one yet. Alright, where can I get into the jungle? I need to start looking for melon. Because I don't think the village is going to have any. Cocoa bean. Just one sneaky melon here would be great. But I don't see any melon. Right? Right. That's a shame. How else can we get melon? Savannah Village. Savannah Village and jungle pretty much the only way. There's cactus green here. That's hilarious. What about up on the hill? Any chance here for a melon? I mean, this is the best jungle I've seen. So we need to make sure that we check the entire thing. For melon. Really? No melon. Okay, this jungle is terrible. Cocoa bean there. Yeah, there's just no melon in this jungle. I've checked everywhere, I think. Disappointed again. Okay, there's savanna this way, and I see more jungle in the distance. Please be armadillo. Armadillo, please. Armadillo. Doesn't exist. It's not a mob in the game. Alright, we don't need cows, we don't need sheep. Ah, man, no armadillo again. Okay, well, we have some options there. Let's go check this jungle area quickly for melon, and then we'll circle back around. That's really bad, though. Oh, there's a hidden village up here. What can we get out of a hidden village? I think nothing. Alright, this jungle looks bad as well. Let's see if it has a melon. More, okay, cocoa bean, of course. Come on, one melon. That's all I need. Just one. I don't even see, okay, there is bamboo here. More cocoa beans, there's vines. I mean, this is plenty big enough for a melon. It could be hiding anywhere is the tricky part here. Okay, more chickens back here. There's a spider. I don't think this jungle has any melon. And that makes me sad. It truly does. Alright, well, we'll have to keep looking then. It seems like an easy item, but if it's not here, it's not here. Wow, that's tragic. Alright, well, we'll look somewhere else then. I don't think there's going to be melon. Alright, let's go check out this village and see if there's a cleric house. And then there was some more savanna, I think, on the other side of the village, because this one doesn't have any armadillo in it. I'm not even sure we can get the redstone trade here, because I don't see a cleric house. And there won't be any melon here either. Okay, there's savanna on this side. There is a blacksmith house that's worth looking at, I guess. Okay, there's obsidian, which we don't need. We also don't need red apples. It's almost nighttime again. I do still need a blue flower. I don't see one. And here's a little bit more savanna here, which needs to have an armadillo. Okay, there is an armadillo, and I have a brush ready, so we can just brush. We don't need to wait for the drop. I don't need the brush anymore, and we don't need savanna anymore. We just need jungle. Okay, there's maybe some jungle up here. And horses. There's no hidden melon here, right? Technically, this is jungle, probably jungle edge biome. Let's sleep again. I want to go underground so bad right now for the last few items. So no redstone trade, that's confirmed. Let's go up here and take a look at this terrible jungle, which is in the worst possible place, but could technically still have a melon for us, so we have to check it out. Alright, any melons up here? I don't see any. Place blocks, please. Cocoa beans, bamboo. Did I come all the way up here for nothing? Possibly, potentially. Yeah, no melons here. All right, I don't know where to get melons. There's a little bit more jungle. Probably no melons though. All right, where do we want to go next? There's a pillager outpost. That's not useful. We're all out of jungle here, so I don't know how to get the melon slice. Maybe we just go underground? There's a dripstone cave right over there. Okay, there's a blue flower. We'll pick that up for the cyan dye. And then it's really just redstone and tuff that I need. Alright, cornflower, UV dye, and then actually we'll just take care of this item right away. We have our stone cooked already. We have food, so it's just time to go underground. Make the cyan dye, get rid of it. We don't need white dye anymore. Pick up the furnace? Nah. We don't really need a furnace anymore either. Is this cave any good? I need it to go low very fast. Okay, it does go pretty low. Before we jump in there, let me grab a crafting table and make a bucket. And then it seems like we're going to have to mine our own redstone, even though we don't need much of it. So let's make a pick. And now we can go down. All right. I want to jump into the water here, but I don't know if I can make it. Let's try anyway. Oh, I missed it. All right, well, that's fine. I tried. All right, how low does this go? I'm worried about the creeper. Creeper's not going to bother me, right? Okay, this cave is not quite low enough. Let's just mine straight down. I didn't want water. Let's see if we can skip it. Okay, we'll mine down for the tough block. And then we just need 3 redstone. I was hoping to trade for redstone so we wouldn't have to go underground. That's copper, which we don't need. Okay, finally, we've reached a deep slate, so we should find some tuff down here soon. This is slow, though. Digging straight down. I should have looked for a deep cave or something. Lapis we don't need anymore. We already found blue dye. Just looking for tuff and redstone. Wow, we're getting pretty deep here. I guess there's just no cave. I would have thought we would have at least hit tuff by now. We're almost all the way down to bedrock, I think. All right. I didn't think we would struggle that bad, but seems like we have to strip mine for tuff and redstone. Okay, there's lapis. I don't hear any cave sounds. I don't really have anything to dig to. This is bad. I shouldn't be here. Alright, there's our tough block. Now all I need is redstone. And there isn't any. Oh, there we go. Right after I said there isn't any, there is some. All right, let's make the repeater. We need 2 of these redstone torches, and then we should be able to quick craft it. Redstone repeater. All we need now is the melon slice. Let's see. Give me blocks. We're just gonna stack out. Who would have thought the last item on the card would be the melon slice? And we're almost at 50 minutes. We definitely will finish in under an hour, I think, as long as we can find melon quickly. I can't believe we had to dig so far down for tough and redstone. All right, give me more blocks. We should be almost out of the cave, and there's some water we can use to swim out. There could be mobs here. Okay, just a zombie, that's fine. I don't think he'll be able to get me. And we'll use the water to get up and out of this terrible, terrible cave. All right, I need a new jungle. I also need to eat. All right, let's go this way, I guess. Where can we find a jungle? One that we haven't explored yet? Let's see, what have we got around here? Jungle shouldn't be too hard to find. Pillager Outpost, I think, doesn't have melon. This doesn't seem like a good way to go, but I'm gonna go this way anyway. We're gonna cross the ice. Actually, we could maybe boat the ice. I see swamp. Swamp doesn't have melon either. Let's see, shipwreck chest, no melon either, I'm pretty sure. I see a shipwreck right there. There's pumpkins, but no melon. We could maybe grow our own melon if we could find pumpkin, melon seed. Where do you find melon seed? Dungeon chest, maybe? Where else can you loot melon seeds? All right, we've got Cherry Grove, Roof Forest, Taiga. I'm just looking for those tall jungle trees. And I think maybe we have some ahead. A savanna biome could also be useful for melon, so we can't rule out savannas. I don't see one at the moment. Okay, there we go. That's a jungle tree for sure. But will this jungle have a melon? I don't know. It doesn't look like a very big jungle, so maybe not. But we have to check it anyways. Yeah, it's a very small jungle here. The sun is going to set again soon. Come on, 1 melon here so I can finish this run. Yes, okay, we've done it. Give me the melon slice. And that completes the blackout challenge for today. Our time was 52 minutes, 28 seconds, and that's a new personal best record. That was great. The melon was a little bit hard to get, but we got it in the end, even from this little small jungle that I didn't think would be good enough for the melon, but turns out it's plenty good enough, and we completed the challenge. All right, well, thanks for watching this episode of Minecraft Bingo, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.